sometimes kids can get lost. And when you have students who are migrant students, especially, who already might not feel as connected, we really need to have an advocate for them.
Migrant students really blend in to the rest of the student population. They're not your ELL kids who are in ELL classrooms. They're not kids that you can find in one classroom or one place or that you can tell by looking at them. But they're the kids who are by far the most at risk for dropping out. They're the kids who have the most obstacles to getting to school every day. They're the kids who are living in poverty, have problems with language, they move around, they're not engaged in school.
So the kids who have probably the most absences, the lowest GPA, the ones that haven't passed the WASP. So basically the most challenging kids is what we're working with.
We actually collect the information, get all the data on all the migrant students, and then create a list of students who are a little more at risk.
Initially, it's important to do one-on-ones with students, get to know them, what they like, what they want to do with their life, what their goals are, what their struggles are, so you can help them develop a plan that's good for their life.
They don't need a person just after them to get better in their academics or make an F, a C. That's very important part of our job, but we want to help in their struggles, in their family problems, in their lack of confidence, also in their crisis. Because sometimes they come to us with things I never imagined that a kid could come to me before I got this job.
10th grade student, her family has moved 11 times in the last year and a half. They're currently being evicted from their apartment. And she's, getting a B in honors English.
Migrant students are not necessarily academically struggling because they don't have the knowledge base to build the conceptual understanding. Migrant students struggle because they are unable to obtain full credits because of high mobility.
So they might have been in Burlington a month and Ferndale before that, and Mount Vernon, here they come and they have no transfer grades because maybe the first month they were working and they didn't go to school.
Being a migrant student, it's been a really long and hard journey.
There was a point when I first moved here, I planned on dropping out.
I got really, really behind, had a lot of missing assignments because I did not get what they were talking about.
I would tell my mom that I had problems and I didn't know anything. And she's like, well, I can't help you because I really don't know and how to help you. And so it was really stressful for me.
There's already counselors. Why do we want migrant graduation specialists? Well, as a lot of people know, counselors have I'd say a 1 to 200 or 300 student ratio. And really it's hard for counselors to really go in deep into meeting the needs of migrant students.
What this counselor does is she sits down with you and your parents and help you plan how you're going to graduate and how you're going to do this. And she encourages you.
In my position as a migrant graduation specialist, I feel like I am making a difference in students' lives because I am building relationships with students. I am connecting with students, whether it's on a daily basis, whether it's on a weekly basis, really looking at where is the student at this moment? What does the student need at this moment? How can I provide assistance at this moment for the student?
In my doctoral research, I've been actually studying the migrant graduation specialist position and understanding the role in supporting secondary migrant students. And some of my initial findings are, for example, the value of being able to participate in extracurricular activities like a migrant student leadership event. That was very powerful to kids. A lot of the students shared how that was a tipping point for them to say, wow, I can succeed. And I appreciate the support and help that I have from a migrant graduation specialist.
With Ms. Blackmore, she'll just she'll call you to do something, like if you want to go to a field trip to meet other people and build up your skills or stuff like that. Even though if you're shy, it just takes time. Eventually you'll meet other people and talk to and be friends and not be scared to go to school because you have a reason to go to school. Learn and talk to other kids.
She showed me the meaning of high school. She told me, you don't want to be working when your parents are working. And I was like, I don't.
Individuals often think that our parents don't care and don't value education. What I often express, and Blanca is really good about this too, is that many of our parents' goals for their child is to graduate from high school because that's a goal they were never able to achieve. And once their child gets there, to them, they've met their dream.
Mi hija ahorita está cursando el último año de la high school y estaba ella como estancada de decir qué hago, no sé qué hacer, qué estudiar. Ella le ha ayudado como a decidirse que tiene que seguir adelante, que no tiene que pararse ahí. Acabamos de ir a Spokane, a la universidad, gracias a ella, para ver qué ayudas puede obtener, porque somos de una familia de bajos recursos, que a lo mejor sin su ayuda de ella, sin estar motivados los muchachos a que podemos agarrar ayudas y que pueden seguir adelante estudiando, ella, mi hija se sentía como decir, ma, y si no podemos con los pagos, y si no podemos, me voy a quedar sin estudiar. Gracias, Alicia, ella ahorita ya ve su horizonte más amplio y dice, puedo.
I will never forget the first day when we all went to WSU with a group of students. We had appointments and we met with staff at camp office, staff at the SSI office, staff in admissions and financial aid. I mean, we talked to many people in that campus. At the end of the day, people in those key positions knew who this family was, knew the parents, knew the student's name.
And to have someone like Blanca navigate that maze for them and provide that extra support so they can do academics makes a big difference.
Es un ángel que la verdad que ay, no sé, que no te dice, ay, quédate o no vas a poder, no, todo el tiempo te dice, tú puedes, como que te está hablando como tu conciencia de todos los días.
This is not the lifestyle they want to see. For me to grow up and continue in the agricultural setting, they want more.
I thought I was never going to be anyone past high school. I never thought I was going to go to college.
You know, when I talk to districts about what are some of the most effective interventions we have with students, I would tell them that if I could have 5 graduation specialists, and we call them graduation specialists, but basically they're actual people on the ground working in the kids' everyday lives. It's a perfect intervention. That one-on-one work is absolutely critical.
It's helped me a lot, like in college, in school, and in my personal life too.
For me, I think the system that makes it work is that relationship between the graduation specialist and the principal. We meet every week to discuss, what is going on with the students that you're serving. Because if I know, then obviously I'm the lead advocate for every kid in the school.
As we all know, we all have to look at the Migrant Education Service Delivery Plan. And in there's a lot of action steps, and I really believe that the migrant graduation specialist could be a key person to implement some of those steps and meet the needs of our migrant students.
It's a very valuable position. It should be in middle schools and junior highs and high schools all around the state.
Alicia's been there. She's been that role model that I look up to, and I really want to be someone like her that helps people.
At this time of year, it's common for districts to ask, how can we possibly do that? How can we pay for that? How can we find funds to make that happen? When you're talking about a migrant graduation specialist, once you've experienced having an incredibly capable person in that role, the question then becomes, how can we not afford to make this happen? This just is so connected to our core mission and what we're all about as a public school. How can we not find a way to have a migrant graduation specialist to help our students, to help us?
For my parents, for myself, for Blanca, for everyone. Like for everyone that has great expectations about me, I don't want to let them down.
Gracias, Mr. Reese, por todo lo que nos ha ayudado. We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
You're the best.
Ready?